So this is the shell for the little TIE Fighter pilot helmet. After I dried it, it was pretty solid. It took a couple days to cure out. It felt soft at first, but it's pretty clunky now. So that's good. So step one, we're gonna try building this without any sculpting skill. So I started with the lowest point, which is the goggle outline. Cut that out and we'll glue it on there. And it's a good idea to draw out on your thing. I didn't do a very good job of drawing it, but so that you can see where things should line up. So we got the goggles glued on. Next we're going to make the little mouthpiece. And when you put that on with hot glue, because I had to build it up a little bit to make it stick out. It looks pretty good right there. Next we're going to band the eyebrow. So I made this real thin piece, glued it on. What I did was glued it all the way around. So now we're going to make the visor brow, and I'm going to make that out of foam because it's a little bit thicker and it needs to curve. So I just kind of sketched it out till it ended up looking like this kind of fat banana. And the hot glue helps, and that's craft foam. Made it a little thicker. The hot glue helps it to mold as well. So I made it a little big, then I glued it on, and then I trimmed it up in place. So now we got that on, but it comes to kind of a point at the top. So we're going to cut that out for the mohawk to kind of go through so that the mohawk doesn't stick up in the top. So we're just going to trim that just the top of that back a little bit there, and then the mohawk goes through. Looks pretty good. So now we just trim the face of that back a little bit, and then made this little letter E. I actually started with a C and then put a little tab in the middle. Next we did a little over the ear pieces, also out of foam. Just cut little angles, glued them on, and then glued the ear under the ear pieces on. So here we got the chin. So we made these other little bananas that kind of flow down to the front. I'm going to glue those on. And then we trimmed up the shell to match that shape. Next we need to make this little Ewok nose to sit on the chin. And that's pretty much it. So we'll try some paint. That's just some apple barrel black. Looks pretty good. Actually tried some gloss black on it and I had a bad reaction with the foam. Kind of screwed it up and I had to resand it and redo it. This is after redoing it. I'm going to try and get some acrylic gloss black for it and paint it up, sand it up a little bit. But hey, for a little 3 3/4 guy, I think it looks pretty good.